eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 87 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best.
He's got a man complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. They go pass again with Flacco. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Shreds the tackle. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. 23 yards on the play. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it down at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns set to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Flacco off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now down around his goal line. To the sideline and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets gets him to the 42. The numbers for Andrews last week: 7 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson. You look at this Browns defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Again, Jackson. A leap, and he's got it. Michael Thomas with an acrobatic catch. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
You're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least...
There he goes, Amari Cooper. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. After one, 17-7 is our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the three wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Flacco. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating off play action, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards. And with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20. But over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Crosby with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. That time a 9-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Jackson throw complete there to Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Flacco here on second down. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that trims the lead down to 9. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on it. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns.
Put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Jackson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown.
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense. So,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this for 41. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea where the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.
Can I talk my...
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game. Never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger Flow 2, it's easy. Incredible.
Yeah. Back on my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I'm never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me.